the 2025, the difference is about 99.96% actually, and the budget is 54.99 trillion naira. Some have said it's not really the biggest, because if you want to check the exchange rate, of course, it's just around what we've always had. But you see, the 2025 budget is, according to a lot of people, is based on an ambitious economic assumptions. Crude oil production target of 2.06 million barrels per day at a benchmark price of $75 per barrel, and also exchange rate at 1,500 as against 1,700, and of course inflation. Well, with the rebasing, we hear it's less than 34.8, but I mean, the target is to hit 15% within the year. Looking at these parameters, what are your thoughts about the 2025 budget?
Thank you again for having me. Well, I see the 2025 budget as bold. It's a budget of transformation, and is a budget that encapsulates all, the necessary ingredients, that guide this country. If you look at what the president did, he was able to target certain areas, specifically diversification of the Nigerian economy. For the past, since independence, oil has been the mainstay of Nigerian economy. So the president now is targeting certain sectoral areas like agriculture. He's targeting solid minerals, and if you come to agriculture, livestock ministry is also there. And these are areas that, if nurtured very well, can provide foreign exchange earnings for this country. But more importantly, national security, defense and national security is also critical. I understand it's about 4.9%, 4.9 trillion, for this particular sector. And security, is the foundation of every country, every economy even. If Nigeria is not secured, farmers cannot do their work, cannot go to the farm, students cannot go to school freely, and many other things. And if you look at security, even the current administration, in my own opinion, they've done a whole lot, improving the security situation of this country. If you check, the security index points, you will find out that we have come down, to about 7.8%, compared to about 9% in the past, and according to the recent security report, our security men have been able to apprehend a lot of terrorists. Probably over 8,000 terrorists have been apprehended. Over 11,000 has been rescued. And at the same time, a lot is happening. And when you look at other areas like education is 3.5 trillion naira. And you also have to consider, the very great student loan, which has put smiles on the faces of a lot of parents. On a personal note, in my village in Imo State, as at last 3 years, there are 4 individuals that I train in the university. But for the past 1 year, they get loan to go to school. So it's something that gets across all the parents and guardians in this country. So I see this as a budget, that will revitalize the economy of this country.
When you say revitalize the economy of the country, you started with security, looking at 4.91 trillion budgeted for security. I mean, over the years, we've seen very high budgetary allocations to security, but things have not. Well, some say things have improved, but in your own opinion, what should be done differently? I mean, just so that the impacts of this kind of budget will be felt in as far as security is concerned.
To me, the key is implementation. We urge, the minister, the security chiefs to implement it, properly. That has always been, the problem in the past. But based on the fact that insecurity in Nigeria, it has come down slightly. I'm not saying that there are no traces of insecurity in the land. It has come down, slightly. So with this particular money, based on the targeted areas, you find out that if utilized properly, I think it will be a step in the right direction, and they'll be able to bring absolute, peace, to the country.
Okay, thank you very much,